everyone, I hope again you're all keeping well. Today I wanted to come on and do a quick video just to demonstrate the importance of a double cleansing routine and specifically how important it is to be using the PreCleanse product at the very start of your skincare routine. So first of all, just to introduce it if you're not aware of the PreCleanse product itself, it actually comes in two different formulations. So we've got the PreCleanse Balm, which is this one here, it's going to be backwards. This is the one I use at home on myself. This is a balm to oil formulation. The other formulation it comes in, which is also slightly bigger, is a PreCleanse oil. So that's just an oil-based pre-cleansing solution as well. And the main purpose of this particular product is for a really deep cleanse. It's going to melt away any impurities on the skin, any makeup, dirt, oils, anything that builds up throughout the day. And all of those create a barrier on the skin so that when you do go to use your skin cleanser, if you didn't use something like this, it's really not being given the opportunity to do what it's there to do. It's not being able to do its job, so it can't really get to the skin to give it a thorough deep cleanse and to treat it as well, which is what they all kind of have their different properties. So what we need to do obviously first is remove all of our makeup with a product that's going to do that suitably well, which obviously a cleanser on its own can struggle with. So that's the two different ones. What I would probably say is, I mean, they both work, they're both suitable for all skin types. Anyone can use them. Doesn't matter what skin type, what skin condition, you can use either of these products. I would probably recommend more, say if you have a slightly oilier skin, it's naturally an oily skin, or you have a few breakouts, that kind of thing. I would probably suggest the PreCleanse oil. Now that might sound a bit strange to some of you, want to kind of stay away from all those products if you have an oily skin, but actually if you think about a cleanser and what we're trying to do, and actually lift that oil away, and you think about mixing a water and an oil, they just don't mix. They're going to completely separate. You've probably all seen it in a demonstration in a cup. So actually what we do need is an oil-based formula to actually get that oil to attach to it and lift it away from the skin. So slightly oilier skin, you'd probably be better with a PreCleanse oil. If you have a slightly more dehydrated or a dry skin, you'd probably be a little bit better off with the PreCleanse Balm. But either way, you can use either of them. They're both suitable. Another point to kind of remember with the PreCleanse Balm, if you do a lot of sport, if you travel a lot, if you're going to the gym, probably not any of those things at the moment, but generally if you are a gym goer or travelling, then the PreCleanse Balm might be a better option purely because it's not a liquid, so you haven't got to worry about it leaking or anything like that. So that's really the main differences. The PreCleanse Balm actually also comes with a little skin cleansing mitt as well, which is really nice. So you can just pop it on your little hand. Circular motions, and that really works the balm into the skin. So you're getting a really deep cleanse with that as well. So I'm going to show you today visually a demonstration so you can really see the importance of what that product does compared to just a normal cleanser. I would have normally done this video with a bright pink or a bright red lipstick, so it was really visual for you, but I don't use that. I don't really wear lipstick, to be honest, and obviously, as we all know, we are all working from home at the moment, so I'm just working with what I've got. Now, I didn't think a foundation would be quite visual enough to show you in the video, so instead I have opted for mascara, my black mascara. As we all know, mascaras actually can be quite a tricky makeup product to remove anyway, so I thought it would be perfect to use in this demonstration as well. Very visual, as you can see. So what I've done, I've just put 3 lines of mascara on my arm here, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways of trying to remove it at least, and you can see the difference there. So we're going to start by showing you what would happen if we just tried to remove it with water on its own. Then we're going to go on and show you what it's like with a Dermalogica cleanser on its own, and then we'll show you what the PreCleanse will actually do itself. So I've got my little squeezy bottle here for ease. So I've had this on to let it dry so that we can really see. Obviously when we go to remove your makeup, it is going to be dry by the time we come to remove it. So I just put a little bit of water on there, rubbed it in, tried to remove it. Now you can see that it hasn't removed, you can see that it hasn't removed all of that. There's still some mascara left on there. So the trouble with water is it's not doing a thorough enough job of cleaning the skin. You know, it's not going to be breaking down any of the makeup properly. The main problem as well with just using water alone on the skin is that obviously it's not pH balanced with the skin, so it's actually going to just strip the natural lipid layer that the skin has, and the main action, the main job of that lipid barrier is to protect the skin and to hold in all the moisture. And if you're stripping that barrier away, you're leaving the skin open to any products, any environmental factors, anything that can get straight into that skin and really cause it havoc. You're also leaving, you know, little gaps in there where all the moisture is going to be lost, and that can lead to obviously dehydration, dryness of the skin, very often sensitivity as well is going to come with that. And actually what can happen if the skin does get sensitized or too dehydrated is that we'll actually start to produce excess oil to try and compensate for that lack of moisture. So you can end up with that kind of weird combination skin that's kind of dry and flaky in some places, dehydrated, you've got those fine dehydration lines, and some spots, you know, you've got that extra oily T-zones, some little spots appearing as well, and that actually can stem from a slightly more sensitized skin. So definitely best to avoid just using water. It's not good enough basically. So as you can see, still a little bit left. Let's move on to the middle one. I'm just going to use my normal Dermalogica cleanser on its own. So what we have here, I use the Ultra Calming Cleanser at home. So let's pop a little bit of that on here. Massage it in. So again, you can see it's starting to lift. And I'm just going to try and wipe that away with a damp cotton pad so you can see. There we go. So if I show you there, it might be easier if I do that. So you can see it's done a much better job of just the water on its own. It's removed more, but actually it's still left some on there. So if you imagine that's your foundation, or you know, the dirt, the oil that's kind of picked up throughout the day, it's still not actually got rid of that completely. And that is obviously the main aim. So again, much better that we want to be using a skin cleanser, but we actually really need something that's going to really get rid of this. So let's have a look at the PreCleanse mask. I'll pop a little bit on here. Can you see? There we go. A little bit of, and you don't need a lot at all. So what you do with the PreCleanse product, whether it's the balm or the oil, is actually apply it straight to dry skin first and work it in. So I'm going to apply it onto the mascara, there we go. Work it into the skin. You can see it's starting to lift it away already, which is great. But now what we want to do actually, once we've worked it into the skin for a minute or so, is add some water to that to emulsify and really lift everything away from the skin. So let's add some water to that. You'll see it will go white, start to go white colour, or in this case grey, because of obviously all of the mascara on there. So we're emulsifying it all, it's lifting all of that dirt away. Get a good work. And then we want to remove that. I can get my damp pad. Let's remove all of that from the skin. Can you see what's going on there? I've missed a bit at the bottom. There we go. So I've wiped that away, and you can see that it's completely removed every last trace. There's nothing left. So all of that makeup in this case, dirt, anything that's sitting on the skin has been completely lifted away from the skin. It's now lovely and clean. You'll notice the difference as well in sort of how your skin feels. It just feels so much cleaner as well once you've used the PreCleanse balm, or the oil, sorry, the PreCleanse product. So now we've removed all of that, we've got nothing left on the skin there. Now we can go ahead with just our normal cleanser, straight onto the skin as we would normally. And now that cleanser is able to do its job. It can get to the skin, it can cleanse the skin rather than whatever's sitting on top of it. So your skin is getting the full benefit of that. As we all know, the Dermalogica cleansers all have additional properties as well. So the Ultra Calming Cleanser is obviously helping to calm the skin. I've got quite a sensitive, naturally a sensitive skin type anyway. paired with various other factors, so works brilliantly for me, and you can see how clean that is now compared to the two different options, other options that we've had there from cleansing. So I just wanted to come on and show you that really, because I think sometimes, you know, if you're not really sure, it can sound like a little bit of a gimmick, or oh, I need 2 products to cleanse with, you know, they're just trying to sell me something else. But actually there is a reason for it. It's really important, and personally for me, I think it's probably one of the most important steps you can take in your skincare routine. You know, it's the very first thing that we would do. I would recommend everyone is using this product, whether it's the oil or the balm, doesn't matter. Everyone should be cleansing their skin twice a day, morning and night, double cleansing with your pre-cleanse, and that is the exact reason why, basically. So I hope that's kind of answered a few questions for those that didn't really know what it did or what the point of it was, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's a really good visual way of showing how that works. And I love the product as well. They last several months, so you know, you need such a small amount of it, that you know, the cost of it, it's gonna lengthen out throughout the year, and you're not gonna have to keep repeating it and keep repurchasing it, because it's gonna last you so long. So there you go. Just to let you know as well, while we are closed, obviously we haven't got a shop open, we can't be selling products, and I'm not going out to post office as well. I don't even know how long that's going to be open for, to be honest. But just so you all know, we have got a little scheme with Dermalogica now. So what you can do, we've been given a specific code, personal just to us, to our salon. And if you use this code, if you go onto the Dermalogica website, which I'll put in the comments below as well, if you go straight to their website and order direct from them, and you want to put this specific code into the promotional box in the checkout, when you go to checkout basically. And not only that will that give you the free delivery and a free travel size product as well, but that code, as well as doing that, is also going to help us out. It's going to help support us while we're closed at this time, and let us earn a little bit off your sale as well. So you can still order all of your Dermalogica products straight from them. As I said, I'll put the website, the direct website, in the comments below here. The promotional code, if you're interested and you want that code, comment below, pop your name or just ask for the code, and I will send it across to you as well. And you can carry on, it will be delivered direct to your door, you don't have to leave the house, and you can carry on with your usual skincare routine. Or hopefully for those that don't use it, well actually, you know, you've got some extra time now, perhaps you're at home, you might want to start a new skincare routine or add in something new to it, so hopefully this will be the next one for you to try. But in the meantime, that was everything I wanted to show you today. I hope it's answered some questions. If you do have any questions, again, ask down in the comments and I will try and answer them. And I will see you soon. Bye.